sorry. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, things were hectic at work. This one couple really needed my help at the last minute. And what kind of a couples counselor would I be if I didn't do my best to help them? So sorry. I lost track of time. I can see you're upset with me. Maybe this will help. I brought you chocolates. Oh, well, maybe later then. I really messed up, didn't I? Again, I'm sorry. And you said you had something you wanted to talk to me about too. Something important? Why am I always late for our dates? You know how much my job means to me. And ever since I started working there a few months ago, I guess I've been a bit scatterbrained. That's not really an excuse though. I understand that you're upset with me. This is the one day I should have been on time. The day we met. Oh, Valentine's Day. It has already been 2 years, hasn't it? That's why you wanted to meet in this park, right? Where we first met? To celebrate our 2 years anniversary. Of course. How could I forget? So, what was the important thing you wanted to talk to me about? You sounded really excited on the phone this morning. No. No, of course not. Again, I've been so swamped with work that I forgot the time. I'm not keeping anything from you. Nothing at all. Why are you looking at me like that? Wait, no, please. Where are you going? Wait. You're right. I have been keeping something from you. And I'll explain. I'll explain everything. I can't put it off any longer anyway. Just don't go, please. I don't even know where to begin. Let's go somewhere else, okay? Because you won't believe what I'm about to tell you. I have to show you. But I can't do that in view of everybody. Let's go a little up the stream. No one should be there. Come on. I know what you're probably thinking. You're afraid I've been with someone else, aren't you? No, I absolutely don't blame you for that. You told me what you've been through in the past, and I swear to you, that's not what this is about. Nevertheless, the only thing you ever asked of me is to be honest with you, and I haven't been. And you have every right to break things off because of that, especially in light of what I'm about to tell you. But please, can you at least hear me out? Well, we should have some privacy here. I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm a Cupid. Well, at least you didn't walk away. No, this is not a joke. I'm telling the truth. I promise. It's why I brought you here. I didn't expect you to believe me right away. I'll show you my Cupid form. It always feels good to spread my wings. Well, please say something. Angel? No. I told you what I am. I am a Cupid. Yes, as in, there are several of us. Not just one. All over the world, in fact. You remember when we first met? Right here in this park? I was all battered and bruised. Probably still to this day, you think something terrible had happened to me. The truth is, you found me right after I lost my wings. Yeah, you see, a Cupid's power comes from a total belief in love. That love is the most powerful and important force in the universe. Once we start doubting that, our power becomes less potent. We might even lose our powers, our wings, altogether. It's what happened to me. I hadn't really had a good day, or a good few months, actually. Cupids exist to spread love, to bring people together. But no matter how tirelessly I would work to bring people together, they never stay together anymore. My arrow, I guess you call it Cupid's arrow, only works to create a bit of affection between two people. After that, it's up to the couple themselves to work on their relationship. By communicating and building a lasting bond that can conquer any hardship it might face. Lately, no one seems interested in that anymore. However, if the potential partner doesn't tick all the boxes right away, people lose interest. They break up after the first fight. Or worse, betray each other with another. After seeing that over and over and over again, I started doubting. I was warned never to doubt the power of love I wield. I never realized how much the doubt had already taken hold in my heart. Until I watched yet another couple I had helped bring together break up. One had betrayed the trust of the other in a most heinous way. I remember thinking, if love was truly so powerful, how was it that people can so easily and readily betray and hurt each other? Maybe we now live in a time where people don't care about genuine love anymore. Those fleeting thoughts was all it took. I started to fly away, only to come crashing down to earth. You know what happened next. That's when you found me, panicked and covered in bruises from my fall. It was no wonder you thought something terrible had happened to me. What I never told you is that I recognized you right away. You were the person I just saw break up. Yeah, I was the one who coupled you with your last partner. That was me. And I'm truly sorry. Would I have known your partner would betray you like that, I would have never... Yeah, I I remember you tried to find out what had happened to me. You brought me to a coffee shop and brought me a drink. I told you I had just gone through a nasty breakup. I wasn't completely lying, I guess. It just wasn't my own breakup. Do you remember what you told me next? You told me I should never give up on love, and that I would find that special someone someday. I couldn't tell you back then, but I remember wondering how you could say all that while I knew for a fact you yourself just had your heart ripped out of your chest. Even while you tried your best to make me, a stranger, feel better about herself, I could sense your own broken heart through your words. Uh-huh. We did sit there for a long time, didn't we? Like a couple of hours, I think. I didn't expect you to open up to me like you did. You then finally told me about your breakup. Probably just to make me feel better, but still. What I didn't know was that it hadn't been the first time. You had been hurt and betrayed so many times, yet you were still open to love. I wanted nothing more than to soothe your heartache. Make sure you never got betrayed again. But I couldn't. My powers were gone. I felt so hopeless and useless. I would do anything to get my powers back, just so I could help you. And then it happened. Suddenly, I felt my powers returning to me. To this day, I'm still not sure why my powers returned when they did. Was it because I desperately wanted to do something for you? I'm not sure. I was so relieved. I wasn't going to be stranded on Earth after all. I had heard horror stories about Cupids being stranded on Earth for months. But more importantly, I now had the power to help you. When you finally had to go home, I'd made myself a promise. I would find you the perfect partner, one that would never betray your trust. I requested for my superiors to keep sending me to this quadrant of Earth, so I could keep bumping into you, so I could know you better. I would not make the same mistake twice. And that grew into us actually doing things together, going for walks and such, along this very riverbank, right? What what I didn't count on happening was, well, falling in love with you. Nevertheless, I had a job to do, a promise to keep. I couldn't be selfish. I would find you someone that actually deserved you. I couldn't keep my feelings from my superiors anymore, however. They wanted to know why I kept on insisting on being sent to this part of Earth specifically. Needless to say, I was expecting a scolding when I told them a mortal had won my heart, a Cupid's heart. To my surprise, they only asked me one simple question. They asked me if I felt like I deserved you. It was a simple question to answer. No, I didn't. Hence why I wanted to find you someone that did. They glanced at each other, and then they encouraged me to try and pursue this love I had found, to see where it might lead. Apparently, it was rare, but a Cupid falling for a mortal had happened on occasion. They did warn me, however, of the hardships it would bring. But if it was genuine love, they wanted me to pursue it. To be able to blend in as much as possible, they provided me with means to live here on Earth, a small apartment. Of course, I still had my work as a Cupid to do. And, well, you know the rest. We started dating, and now here we are. I'm so sorry for keeping all of this from you, for lying to you. You had to endure so much dishonesty already. I just wanted you to love me for who I am, not because of what I am. I might have powers. I might be immortal. I may come from the skies above, but underneath that, I'm just a woman who fell in love. So, if you never want to see me again, I understand. Oh, no, please, don't apologize. You had every right to be angry with me. But you didn't. You didn't break up with me. In fact, this only solidifies why I fell for you in the first place. You knew I was keeping something from you, and you were scared that I had betrayed you just like those that had come before. But you still gave me a chance to explain myself. So, thank you. There is something else you should know. Earlier, you asked me why I've always been late on our dates lately. I told you it's because I got a job as a couples counselor. As you might have guessed, I never had a job as a couples counselor. The truth is, I decided to take on a lot more work as a Cupid over the last few months. When my superiors told me I had permission to stay on Earth and cultivate our relationship, they did have one caveat. To us Cupids, the spreading of love is our entire reason for being. Nothing can interfere with that. Even though technically there is no strict rule against it, we are supposed to bring love to mortals, not fall in love with them ourselves. So I had 2 years to see if my feelings would change. And if after those 2 years, I still wanted to be with you, and you with me, of course, I would have to give up my powers and immortality. Yes, that would mean I would be a regular mortal. I would no longer be a Cupid. I can tell you that my feelings never changed. In fact, they only became stronger. Hey, why do you look so sad? I knew you would say that. You want me to go back to the skies. You want me to keep my powers. See, this is why I love you. After everything you've been through, all the heartbreak, you win Cupid's heart, and you're ready to give it up just because you think it's the best thing to do. But you forget something. I have a say in this as well. And do you really think I can just leave and forget all about you? Listen, I have been doing a lot of good work as a Cupid over these last months. My powers are more potent than ever, and it's because of you. A Cupid in love is a powerful force. I took on more work because I wanted to bring as much people together to do as much work as I could before before I would give up my powers. There is one thing I want to show you. I want you to see what I do. Just once. Do you see those two people on the other side of the stream? Way in the distance, minding their own business? Okay, now hold on to me. I need to get just a little bit closer. I'll carry you to the other side of the stream. Trust me. Be careful of the wings. Here we go. And there. Now, be careful. We can't be seen. We have to stay under the covers of the trees and bushes. And now, to take out my bow, I take aim and let my arrow fly. Now, watch them carefully. One person stands up to walk away, and whoops, the person falls right into the stranger's arms. What a classic. There, see that look? That's what my arrow does. That's what we do. Now, as I said before, whether or not they actually start a relationship is up to them. I just helped break the ice. I have high hopes. Yeah, it is beautiful. And I'm so glad you're here with me and got to see my last deed as a Cupid. There's no use trying to talk me out of it. Hey, look at me. I promised I'd find you the perfect partner. What I realized is that there's no such thing. No matter how far and wide I search, no matter how compatible someone might seem, there will always be a chance that it just won't work. Or worse, that your trust will be betrayed. I mean, look at me. I kept this from you for so long. Despite this, will you still accept me? Will you accept a wingless, powerless Cupid? If not, then how about a simple woman who loves you? Yeah? That is all I needed to hear. I think you know what's happening. I've made my choice. I'm giving up my powers. I'm fine. Just a little lightheaded is all. You can let go now. I'll just sit down here by the stream's bank for a bit. You have that same concerned look in your eyes as when we met that night. I promise I'm perfectly fine. Shh, no, listen. It's okay. You didn't make me do anything. It was my choice to make. And I made it gladly. It does feel a bit weird. But in a different way. When I lost my powers all those months ago, I felt like I lost the love I had in my heart, like a deep dark hole in my chest. Not so much now. It feels full and happy. I've been looking into ways I can still bring love to people, even without my powers. Maybe I really can get a job in couples counseling. Maybe. I have a lot to learn still. You know, the thought of living on Earth indefinitely, without my powers, it does scare me a bit. I'm not really scared about regretting my decision. It's just being a Cupid is all I ever knew. And everything will change now. And, you know, that's scary. Why did you suddenly grab my hands? I know. You will always be there for me. You want me to what? Move in with you? Oh. So is this the important thing you wanted to ask me? To move in with you? Yes. Yes, of course I want to. More than anything. Thank you. Suddenly, I'm less scared about living on Earth. So what do you want to do now? Should we go back? I told you I'm fine, but if it makes you feel better, we can stay here for a bit. Just resting here by the riverbank. We even have some snacks. Did you forget? I still have your chocolates. Here. Do you want some now? They're your favorite. Okay then. Here. Open up. Happy Valentine's Day.